back to IPA where we keep it real and raw. Got two homies here. I'll let them introduce themselves.
What's good? It's your boy SNF.JT.
What's good? I'm SNF.Quan.
Damn. So, where's the SNF come from? Where the SNF? What's the origin?
So it was some like the group of niggas I was cool with like in high school. It really like it was always SNF, but the SNF used to mean something else. But you know what I'm saying? Eventually when we got older, we was like that shit like childish because it was like a little joke. It was like a little inside joke type shit.
Yeah.
But then we like made it mean something a little more serious. So it's like solid never fall because like you know what I'm saying, like loyalty.
Nah, I feel that. I mean, because me and my homies, we got a collective called Apex, and that was some shit that we had came up with way before niggas was trying to make music or get into any social media type shit. But yeah, like, but it sticks though. That's the thing. Like when you say it, it sounds decent. Like it's not something that's like I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because the name matters. They really do. And motherfuckers will damn near not fuck with you just off the sound of some shit.
Facts.
But so tell me about the music shit. Where it all began for both of y'all.
For me, I don't know. I just kind of was doing it for a hobby. In like 2019, starting like 2019 when I had got kicked out of school. I stopped going to school. And then shit, like even my first song, no funny shit, my first song was kind of just like good. I wouldn't have put it, I mean, I think I did put it out. But like at this point in time, if I was like right now, I wouldn't have put it out. But on God, it was good. It's just like knowing like where I would have been the next couple months. Like, so what I'm getting at is like I progressed like real fast.
Yeah.
Cause my first song was good. So then it was like, all right, I'm trying to top that.
Yeah.
Trying to top that. So I progressed real fast, but I wouldn't put nothing out. I was really kind of just doing it for a hobby.
I mean, for some people, that shit, like, motherfuckers that hop on the mic and the shit just sound good.
Yeah,
you know
like, so then once I really found my sound, I remember the song I really, like, mastered my sound on. I kind of always had an idea what I was going for, but I hadn't really, like, got it yet. And some of that was I hadn't really worked with an engineer that was good enough to produce that sound that I was imagining in my head.
Yeah.
And then when I finally did and I went for it and I tried it, it was a song called City on My Back with my nigga Vino. And that's when I had found my sound. That was at the end of 2019.
Yeah, and it was like you knew that shit, like you felt that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel it. Damn, so what about you? What about you, Quan?
I mean, well, I grew up in the church. Like, my mom had me in the choir all the time. I ain't no singer, but you know what I'm saying. That's where like the music came from. But I used to, instead of doing my homework, I'd be in the attic just writing music.
Yeah.
So my mom used to come in there like, I still don't want to hear no beats. It better only be gospel. I'm like, man.
So she wouldn't let you listen to rap and shit?
Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly and all them. I didn't know who that was until I got out my mama's crib. But
damn.
That's basically where music happened for me, just having passion for it.
And it started at like a real young age for you?
I ain't gonna say young, I probably was like 15, 16.
I mean, that's still pretty young. I mean, like, cause think about it, like, how old are you now?
27.
So, I mean, like, that shit, that's fucking, like, 12 years ago type shit.
You know what I'm saying? It really started because of, you know what I'm saying, 15, 16, I had kind of shied away from my parents. I got put out and jumped in the streets. I went through a lot, so I really had a lot to talk about at a young age.
Yeah. I mean, and that shit, I mean, that's probably why your music resonates with other people is because they feel what you feel, you know what I'm saying? What you putting on the track is something they can relate to, and a lot of people don't. A lot of times, especially what I've noticed with people when they're just starting out, is like, at least from my perspective, I'll respect you more if you're talking about what your current position is and how you want to come up, not rapping like you already came up and you got all this shit. Like, it doesn't stick, because if I know you in real life, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the smoke and mirrors is automatically gone. But it's like you build that cult fan following off of people wanting to grow with you. You know what I'm saying? They see you start. They see the progression. And they like, because I know how I get when I find a cold ass artist and I'm like, damn, motherfuckers don't know about him like that. And you know he like on that come up type shit. I think it builds a better core fan following. And I just feel like it's more authentic as an artist to approach it from that stance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell me about being signed. Like, tell me about what was that initial feeling like, and then after time went on, how did it like change? How did your perception of it change?
I don't know. I don't never really get too excited about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I first signed, I mean, you can even ask Quan. Like, I was kind of cool about it. I was real humble about it. I ain't even say nothing for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
About a month and a half, something like that. I ain't even say nothing. I ain't make no announcement. I ain't, you know, if you knew, you knew.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more so like one of them things where I felt like I was doing something right. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was more work to be done. Obviously, there's more work to be done.
Yeah.
But like, I felt like I was doing something right. And then as time went on, it was cool. We signed the distribution deal with Sony,
Mm-hmm.
which was, you know what I'm saying? Was
That's
the best.
Major shit. That ain't no light shit for real.
That was the best route to go for us during the pandemic, and that was like one of the biggest deals signed during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
But like as time went on, I don't know, it was like some personal things, so I just kind of like stepped away from the label.
Mm-hmm.
Not nothing like too crazy, but just stuff that I felt like you know, it made me feel different than I felt like in the beginning. Because in the beginning, it was like everybody was damn near like tightly knit family.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't saying like it was no beef or nothing with nobody, but it was like it just was something was off. And when something off with me, it's like I like to like, you know.
No, I understand. I mean, I go off of energies too. You know what I'm saying? Especially
it's
when it comes to people. Like if I can't fuck with your energy, we can't. I'm not gonna cause no bullshit. But at the same time, I understand. I'm gonna remove myself from the situation before it gets to that point. You know. But damn. So what? How did that affect how your peer, like how the people around you see you? Like, was there a noticeable difference in how people treated you?
After I had chose to drop?
Yeah.
Or
when you got initially signed. And
when I initially signed, yeah, for sure. But you know how that go.
Yeah.
You know, more money, more bitches.
Damn. So that leads me to ask, like, how did that change your relationships? Because I know that shit, like, it's a complete dynamic.
All right, so boom. Look, check me out. It's like this. The niggas that you cool with, how I say this?
I don't know. Depending on what you finna say.
When some shit like that happen to you, the niggas that you're cool with, them the ones that you try to bring them a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know you feel like you got that's boom, right? And then you kind of watch out for everybody else that's trying to. Those are the ones you paying attention to. You really paying attention to everybody else.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, it wasn't nobody else on the outside that really I should have been watching out for.
Damn. So it wasn't.
As time went on, it was never nobody on the outside.
Shit, that's good, bro. It's good. It's good because I know like how envy can change a person.
Yeah.
How like seeing somebody else be successful, that shit'll change. Like that. Like envy is literally love and hate at the same time.
And it'd be like entitlement though too. It'd be entitlement too. Some niggas be feeling like, you know.
Yeah, I can't go for that shit.
And like not even entitlement like like they feel like you owe them something. Entitlement like they feel like the things that they do should go by the wayside, you know? Because you got it or because, you know.
Oh, so you saying like if niggas will stop handling business because they feel like they could fall back on you type shit. Yeah, nah.
Or just not taking responsibility for their actions because it's like, you know.
Yeah.
That shit backwards shit.
It's ass backer.
Niggas used to call me. I'm finna go to LA. I said, shit, let me know when you touch down and I'm finna handle shit at the crib.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
but that's how shit's supposed to be.
At the end of the day, it's like you at where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never finna step in the way. If anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna applaud you till I get where you at.
See, but it goes back to the envy shit because some people, if you don't have like a genuine heart, like that shit is gonna show regardless. It'll come out at some point. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That shit'll overflow, and like I don't know. I've seen niggas try to like, you know what I'm saying, ride the coattails to the top. You know, somebody's on the come up, and they just think that, you know, nigga, we all going. Like, nah, nigga, like.
There's gonna be the niggas that's gonna fall off along the way. If a nigga, I recommend a nigga that's blowing up, if you want some niggas around you, get some niggas around you that's been around a nigga that's blown up before. Because the niggas that ain't been around niggas that's blown up before don't understand that shit slow. That shit can get real slow. So they might feel like they might be happy for you. Your homies and shit might be happy for you in the beginning, genuinely happy for you in the beginning. Yeah. But after 6 months, a year, and they ain't really reaping no benefits, they like, man, what the fuck I'm here for?
But that's a question that's
you
the question they gotta ask themselves.
But they don't really understand, like, bro, it don't happen like that.
Yeah.
It don't happen like that.
Yeah, and I like that because that don't got nothing to do
so
with
if you want some niggas around you, get some niggas around you that motherfucking been in that situation before. Because the niggas that, you know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna see you doing this, that, and the third and feeling like, why I'm not doing this, that, and the third with him, or why I ain't getting this, that, and the third from what he, you know?
Yeah. But that goes back to what you were saying about, like, earlier about just when people I mean, it's basically just like people don't understand that when, like you said, when you get signed, that's when the work actually starts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We're working just to get our foot in the door. Like none of this other shit even matters. If you walk away from it, it is what it is, you know. But if you keep going and you finally get to that point,
niggas think getting that deal is you made it. No, niggas getting a deal is like getting accepted to the academy, nigga. You still got to graduate and shit.
Facts.
And then it just be like, you know what I'm saying? How you expect shit to move that fast? Like, when we all came to this table, shit, we ain't have shit at this table.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's how I looked at it. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? The plate gonna slowly get built. You know what I'm saying? But I just go by, you gotta trust the process. Shit. If you ain't got niggas around you that trust the process, they don't need to be around.
And this shit is all about patience, bro. For real. Like, all this shit. And I learned this because, like, I like, whenever I'm interested in somebody, like with podcasting and shit, first thing I did was like go on Google. When did Joe Rogan start his podcast? You know, his shit's the biggest in the world type shit. So when did he start? That man started his podcast back in like 2008. Yeah. You know, and he was already like 39. Yeah. So it's like the thing with success is it's easy to get a bag, but maintaining that shit, like being able to not only maintain but possibly grow it. And a lot of what social media does to us is it manipulates us to think that success comes like that. Right. When you see somebody posting, they got all this shit, you think that shit came overnight. Like, and I hate the term industry plant too, because yeah, maybe some people had a little bit better position to get put on through that shit, but at the same time, there's still work associated with that. You're not just gonna get a free ride just because your dad is XYZ. You know, so it's definitely something that I feel like a lot of people don't realize, and especially like in the case of when you're coming up with other people, like find a skill where you could add to the situation so you can get paid off of it. Don't just sit around and expect to get money off of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. Everybody has to fill in a role, and even if your role is just being around, like helping the nigga out, being an assistant, some nigga role is just being relevant.
Some nigga role is literally just do what I need you to do when I need you to do it. And it ain't even like you a slave or nothing like that. It's just like, it may be some shit like that's usually the most helpful nigga. Yeah. The nigga that'll do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Not the manager, not the security guy, you know, that nigga the runner. Really like the runner nigga. Like the nigga that's just kinda there. He ain't really got no real title. But you know, that's the nigga, that's the glue.
Yeah. For real. And like I said, I feel like people don't think about what they can add to the equation. They just think about what they can get from it. Yeah, and that's the shit that'll ruin the whole situation. I watched it happen with some other people that I knew, and motherfuckers just thought that like now that bro gets signed and shit, that, you know, like we eating, like we good, you know, like made, you know what I'm saying? But eventually they started getting jaded by the fact that they weren't getting invited everywhere. They're not at the video shoots and shit. They ain't going to whatever event, whatever pop-up XY, you know what I'm saying? They're not able to go, but they're not thinking about it from like, damn, I'm not really providing nothing, so what do you have to benefit from me coming? They're thinking about this nigga bogus because he's not taking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't look at it from both, like from a realistic perspective, this shit ain't for you. It ain't for you.
But see, how I feel is like, really like on a personal level, like when he was in LA and stuff, I never was out there. But I didn't look at it like that. I'm like, your real support come when you not around him. But that's just like knowing who your homie is and who your homie is. You know what I'm saying? It's not because it's like what I gotta trust that you gonna be the same nigga you is in front of my face behind my back.
Facts. And it should always be love. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like I got homies that I don't talk to for months, and whenever we link up, it's up. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. We enjoying each other. We catching back up. But that's what I was saying is like shit didn't change except the address, nigga. I may be living out here working and shit, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm a whole different nigga. We still grew up together. We still have the same memories and shit. But like the envy shit is crazy.
You'll be surprised though who will switch on you. That's the crazy part. Like it be the people that be the closest around you that you trust the most. And a little situation come up and you just be like, damn, that situation made you do that.
Hey man, Judas snitched on Jesus, man. So at that point, like. That's a cautionary tale. Like you really gotta watch the people. You gotta watch your circle and like.
So let's talk about the new tape. Let's talk about the new music.
Good music, man. It be feeling like I ain't been on a minute. Me and Bino just dropped the tape, but I need to drop something solo. I ain't dropped nothing solo in a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and put out this tape Too Solid. Probably about 6, 7, something like that tracks. But they all gonna go. Yeah, they all go.
I think, and I've noticed that from a lot of like other artists and shit, like coming up, is like when you keep the project when it's small, but it's all the right shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit move.
Because I had a full-length project with a couple features and stuff like that, but some of it is Murder Inc. Sony records that it's a little harder to get cleared. So I took some of the songs off of that and some of the newer shit I made, and I put, you know what I'm saying, put something together that people can. I feel like people expecting vibes from me at this point.
Yeah.
I'm about to give them something that can kind of like
tee up on their head.
Yeah, tee up to or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's summertime, bro. It's all about just the bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like just having some shit you can rock.
And then like when something actually hit, I'm gonna come back with the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Some smooth shit.
Yeah.
But like this one for the trenches. This one for the club. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So do you have a date lined up? Or
nah. So look, I was waiting on. So look, you wanna know? I'm gonna tell you a story. So look, let me tell you a story. All right. It was like it's this one song, and I think it's gonna be one of the best songs on the project, right? It's called OMG. I made it a minute ago, but my producer ended up, because you know, producer sent out beat packs. He ended up selling the beat to another artist. So we had to remake the beat. So I sent him the raw vocals going. You know, I had to come up here for my situation.
Yeah.
Going. So since I've been up there, he finished the beat. He had a collab with another producer that played. So they made it exactly how they, you know what I'm saying, instead of using loops and shit, they made it exactly how they wanted it. So when he sent the beat back, and you play the beat, they go, Buddha bless this beat. So I think that worked, you know what I'm saying, that worked out. You know what I'm saying, so.
Sir, damn. How long did it take you to like really lock in with like an engineer, like really kind of
Alright, so
build that relationship?
Boom. There's a couple engineers, I fuck with this engineer named Big Home. That's like probably my main engineer. But in real life, I be engineering my own shit.
Yeah, it's important. That shit is very
in real life, I engineer a lot of my own shit. I got a studio. I be doing a lot of other people's shit too though. Cause I don't know, stuff like just like by ear.
Yeah.
I don't know, talk myself like how to mix pretty good.
Do you always see yourself being like the artist, or would you rather take like the behind the scenes role and do all
Nah, like I be writing for other people.
Yeah.
I just EP'd somebody EP and co-wrote on it, wrote most of it. He don't tell him. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a couple other artists I didn't wrote with. And then like I'm good at putting things together for other people. So like with him and you know what I'm saying, some of the other artists I be fucking with, Debo. So So no, I don't think I'll always be the artist.
I feel like it's a lot more money to be made too, like outside of just being an artist. Like, and I think a lot of that's one thing about the music shit that a lot of people get confused. It's like, bro, it's so much more money you can make than just rap. Like, if you a producer and you really know, like, you good with that shit, go. If you really, like, even if you good with camera shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you don't.
can pop 3, 4 artists. I can get a $10, $20 million bag from a label versus getting a $2, $3, $5 million bag for myself. So I can pop 3, 4 artists and say that they all under mine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you give me 20 million distribution because you know what you're doing. Apparently, if you can pop them off by yourself with no help from no label.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If you put a little bit more money behind the shit,
it's always more money in the executive, like when with a you know what I'm saying executive route.
Yeah, that's fast. Damn. So switching up the vibe. Today's 420.
Yeah.
You gotta tell a smoking story. You gotta song either first time you smoked or just a funny ass smoking story.
Funny ass smoking story.
Hey, I don't even want to do that because motherfuckers gonna look at me way different the first time I smoke. No cap. They gonna be like, yeah, we ain't fucking with this guy.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, I heard about you.
Yeah. I done seen niggas throw up on their first time smoking and shit.
Yeah, and I ain't throwing nothing. First time I smoked, I don't know, I was high, but I wasn't that damn high. Shit. Boy, I think we smoked, that's crazy. I smoked with my cousin Juan.
Yeah.
And
How old was you?
Probably like 14, 15, something like that. And then we had walked over to my crib. And I just remember the boy, like, they was talking and I wasn't saying shit, because it was like, boy, this shit did not look real. Like, I don't know, first time you smoke, you know, you be OD high.
Yeah.
So that shit look
It ain't no, bro, it ain't no, like, sometimes I wish I could get that same type of high.
I took a tolerance break.
And it made me feel like I'm a motherfucking
Boy, I took a tolerance
you know
break.
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
getting hot in a motherfucker. Never again. I never took a tolerance break again. I felt like I was never gonna be able to smoke again. I thought I was gonna have to stop smoking because I was getting too high.
And that should give you anxiety and shit. You get to like tweak, you know what I'm saying? You can be by yourself. You
Yeah,
get
lay
to tweak
down.
around.
Alright, so you ready?
Go ahead.
Alright, so look, so me and my homie at the crib, we was supposed to. I might get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care. This was a long time ago.
If y'all ain't fucking with it after, I'll cut it.
No, I'm cool. My girl is crazy. But anyway, we was waiting on some females to pull up or whatever. So you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers smoking and shit. And then like out of nowhere, like I started tweaking hard. Like I felt like I was swallowing my tongue. The room started like moving slow. See, I'm like, the fuck going on? So I started sitting back in the seat like this, like. I'm like, hell no, bro, get me about this shit. He like, man, calm down. The girl's on the way up. So I'm like,
So this is one of the first times you smoked?
no, this is the first time I smoked.
How old was you?
Oh, shit, probably 16.
Yeah, okay.
Like I told you, bro, I was raised in church, bro. I wasn't into
I
all
feel
that.
you, I feel you.
But so I'm sitting there. He like, man, they right down the street. So shorty, them walking the crib. The girl that was for him, you feel me, walking out. She must have came in the room. I instantly got up, like hobbling to the bathroom. And then, like probably 10 minutes later, he like, boy, why the fuck the paramedics outside my door?
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, I just called the people on myself. Bro, I walked outside. He said, the paramedics say, we gotta call. Somebody's not feeling too well and they're wobbly. I'm like, man, that's me right now.
That's not even
Die, bro.
That's not even die.
Hey, when I say I was in the front yard, like marching in place and shit, trying to keep my fucking heart rate together, bro. That shit, G. I wish I still had that video. My homie got me on video doing that shit.
You thought about marching
Bro. Hey, I swear to God, I didn't want to smoke no more. But once I like start really getting in the street shit, and, you know what I'm saying, being around it, I'm like, fuck it, come on. But I don't tell a lot of people that story.
What the fuck? Hey.
I was teaching, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, shit happened. Shit happened to the best of us.
Yeah, hell dog. Even half the people that smoked the first time don't got that type of story.
Hell no.
That's why.
Yeah, really for myself.
Didn't tell nobody else to sing it.
Hell no, I ain't tell nobody. I'm around the
Yeah,
guys. They gonna be like, man, get your fed
They
ass
gonna
on.
see it when they pull up.
You gotta keep that one tucked. You gotta keep that one tucked. Hell.
So you know we got to get into this Javante and Tank. Or Javante and Ryan.
Fucking Davis, and I got my whole check on it.
All right.
I'm with bro.
All right.
Bro, I don't see a way that nigga loses that fight.
I
I
see.
don't even see him getting caught on some lucky shit. For
If
real.
he don't knock him out before the 4th round, he lost. It's because he lost.
Now, what
So
I
what-
will say is,
If he don't knock him out before the 4th round, it's because he lost.
it come down
And
to
if
a
they
decision,
go all 12, Ryan won.
Ryan, facts.
Facts.
Cause he just, bro, that little.
I gotta watch some more of his film, bro, because I ain't seeing what y'all seeing. Like bro is decent. He's decent, but
he
I
got
don't.
speed and power though. That's what's crazy. Javante, he got a little bit of speed.
Hey, if a nigga slap you in the back of your neck and you ready for it, it ain't that bad. Nigga slap you in the back of your neck and you ain't know it was coming, that shit gonna hurt like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
You damn near seeing stars, right?
Yeah.
That's why that's what it
I'm gonna
is.
still go Javante.
You be
But
getting
I
hit
don't
and you ain't even see him swing it for real.
But I don't think Javante looks at him like no slouch. I don't think he looks at him like I'm gonna just kill.
Nah,
this
he
nigga,
respect
you know?
him. He respect
It's
him.
definitely like a mutual respect because I don't even think he would have took the fight if he didn't think that it would be worth. You know what I'm saying? Worth possibly losing his belt. But I just don't see it happening.
No. Hold
because-
on. He only took the fight because he don't think that Ryan can beat him. He respect him, but I don't think he think Ryan can beat him, and that's why he gonna lose.
Well, what I'm saying is that Ryan proved that he could actually fight to some degree for him to be able to take him
some
serious
degree.
because he's not gonna fight
To
no-
some
no
degree.
Logan
I watched
Paul
that
ass
nigga. Hey, I watched him turn a human into a lawn chair. The nigga arm was back here.
I think
He
you
folded
sleeping on
his
that,
ass.
that left uppercut my nigga Javante got. That motherfucker is vicious.
That's okay.
That motherfucker.
If you
What
think
I'm
you gonna
saying
gonna walk in there and them little ass arms, them little ass T-Rex arms he got. If you think you coming up in there on Ryan, you crazy as hell.
Hey,
You gonna have to take a couple before you get that uppercut. Before you get close enough to get that uppercut in there. Let's be real.
so you think he gonna beat him just jabbing?
His arm's
by
4
reach?
inches long.
But have you seen all of Ryan's knockouts?
Hell no. I mean, I've seen like the TikTok highlight shit, but it's
See,
like
that's what I'm saying.
maybe that's why it is.
That's what
'Cause
I'm saying.
he
Come
was
on.
social media.
Come
boxer,
on.
bro.
No, he not, bro. So come on, bro.
Most of them are
That's what I'm
jabbed.
saying. They be come on. Who got control of this? Y'all, he disrespecting my nigga, and I don't like when niggas be doing that, bro. I fuck with Tank, but hey, he might have fucked with the wrong.
Remote up there.
You know what it is?
Grab it.
It's cause the boxers they be talking about the nigga pretty and shit.
I don't think that's what it is.
So that's what it is. So that's why he don't think it's real. That nigga, them bitches hurt. Them bitches hurt, man.
I don't know.
You know it.
Like I say this.
Well, maybe he somehow do that. Go to his.
I did boxing for 8 years.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of undersized, so a lot of people thought I was gonna get, you know what I'm saying, knocked out that easy. But I always used to use my reach.
You played boxing. I mean, that's not what that's called.
You were boxing. You boxed.
You was a boxer.
Yeah.
Who would you rather fight, Tank or Ryan?
I'm gonna say Ryan.
You a goofy.
Oh God.
I would.
Tank, that nigga Tank is
He gonna
proven,
fold you
bro.
like a lawn chair too.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like I got a better chance against Ryan down
Why you think that?
Cause that nigga.
That nigga cold. That nigga. I mean, bro, the nigga cold.
Why you think that? Why you think you got better chance against
I
Ryan
feel
than
like
Tank?
because of my weight, that nigga hit me one time and be like.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And them uppercuts.
Hey, y'all be
uppercut is a
dick
punch that
See,
you
I ain't
don't
even
see.
trying to be on no dick ride shit,
Nah,
but bro, look at every fight, bro. Like,
Let me see this
you
shit.
feel me? Watch every knockout.
Who the
punch.
hell is this nigga?
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Watch.
No, I'm
We don't know none of these niggas.
Bro, we don't know half the niggas that do be fighting. Get real.
Nigga,
Every knockout punch he throw is a hook.
And he fought, Javante
That
fought
bitch is
Fortuna. So if we gonna say who is he, the same shit with Javante.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because Javante shit is pay per view.
Oh my
like,
God.
the nigga getting real fighters,
my
real
God.
contenders.
So when he fight him, it's who is he? But when Javante fight him, it's pay per view.
Yes, sir.
What
Goddamn right.
the fuck is going on?
No.
What the fuck is going on? He beating dude ass. Every time he get up, he knock his ass back down. He don't even know where he at, bruh. That's how he finna do Tank ass. As soon as he knock him down, he gonna be, I'm good. Sit down, bitch. I fuck with Tank though. It ain't even like that. But I just think Ryan
But I
gonna
feel
win.
you though. I feel
And
you.
I don't like when niggas disrespect them, so I feel
I
no,
feel
whoa. Hey, I gotta beat everybody in here, so relax, bro. It ain't that deep. As a matter of fact, cut that part. Now, when that part come on, be like,
I got you.
they gonna be like, what'd he say? Why he mad?
Man. All right, so playoffs, basketball.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas been watching playoffs?
Yeah, man.
Bro. Who you got coming out the West? 'Cause
The Warriors.
Nigga, what?
I said,
Niggas down 0-2.
Look, that's expected. They the worst road team.
And I ain't gonna lie, y'all sleeping on the Grizzlies though. No doubt.
Nah. I want my nigga Brown to do them niggas so dirty, bro.
I
can't.
I don't think they're making it out of the first round.
I can't.
I don't think they're making it out of the first round.
Cause you gotta think. This is what I was talking about earlier today at work. LeBron literally let that nigga go off, and then he steady was hitting, and you just not playing no defense.
It's called pacing. It's called load management. That's what it's called.
I think, and I was gonna say, I think that what LeBron is doing is he's not gonna take that role until he sees how far they can get with the role players. Cause that nigga has been. I mean, the nigga took fucking the Cavs to the finals, and niggas was averaging like I think the highest average score was like 14 or 15 points from like all the role players. So it's like that nigga was averaging damn near 37 throughout the whole playoff. So he like, shit, I know I can do it, but can y'all do the shit? Like, am I gonna be the only nigga that's producing? Because if that's the case, shit, fuck it. I'm a coast. Wait till Brownie get in the league and shit.
So out the West, who you say you got coming out the West?
Out the West, I like the Clippers. I'm not gonna lie. I like the squad, nigga. I mean that nigga Russ.
But they not gonna come out the West.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That nigga
I'm
Russ
telling you who's gonna come out the
playing
West. The Warriors.
You think
I tell you niggas every year. You niggas say I'm crazy every year.
Bro, I don't see it.
And Miami finna put Milwaukee out in the first round.
Not this year, because if the Kings win
And
one
Miami
game
finna
at
put Milwaukee
Oracle,
out in the first round. Who wanna bet?
The Heat?
Who wanna bet? Who wanna bet?
You saying if Giannis comes, is Giannis still
I don't give
playing?
a fuck about a Giannis. I don't give a fuck about a honest. I'm being honest.
I
don't know.
feel like
I don't
Ja
know.
Morant gonna be back next game, bro. He finna go crazy.
No.
Oh, he ain't break them shits?
Hell no. That team is actually better without Ja being on it.
Because
When that
Ja
nigga
is
was
a liability.
I mean,
Man.
the nigga, because I mean, bro, like they not as efficient. You know
Ja
what I'm saying?
Morant want to be me. He just don't want to shoot the ball.
Yeah, and like Ja's in it for the highlights and shit, because that's the shit that's gonna keep him getting paid. You know, but when it comes to actually winning a basketball game, them niggas have been like they ran a whole playoffs without that nigga, and then he ended up coming back, and it's not that I can't say
They
that
lost
they
with
get
him.
worse
They lost with him and beat the Lakers without him
type
by a
shit,
lot.
type shit,
It wasn't close.
type shit. Had Dylan Brooks thinking he was Kobe. And shit.
I'm sick of that ass
I hate
nigga.
that nigga so damn.
Look, because I can do what he do for half of what y'all paying him.
He said he's too old. He was like, he too old.
I can do what Dylan Brooks do for half of what y'all paying him.
That nigga, he honestly just he the new fucking Patrick Beverly.
It's a lot of
For
no
real.
Pat Nat. Pat,
But I
Pat
fuck
nice.
with Pat. I fuck.
Pat good at what he do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his shit is fucked up. For him actually being in the league, his shit is fucked up. Like it's slow as hell.
There's a
and
lot of
his
niggas in the
performance is
league.
crazy.
I feel like I can do what they do for half of what they getting paid,
Damn near.
and be happy.
Damn near. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Like
Contavious Caldwell Pope. This is for you.
But at the same time, though, like I don't know, because you are like it's only 400 people in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? 400 of the best people playing basketball.
No,
in
they
entire
not the
world.
best because Gino is better than Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Facts. But hey, I mean, do he fit the system?
But look, Gino better than Jalen Brunson. Let's talk about
You
it.
think so?
Man, Gino better than a lot of them niggas. Gino better than Jalen Suggs. Gino better than Cole Anthony. Gino better than Jalen Green. Gino better than, like, come on, let's talk about it. Come on. What? Jalen Green's a bum. Jalen Green's a bum. Jalen Green is J.R. Smith. Look, he ain't a bump. He ain't a bump. He ain't a bump. He ain't a bump, but he J.R. Smith as fuck.
I don't know.
He either hot or he not. He either gonna score 25 or he gonna score 4.
So it's the inconsistency that fuck.
Yeah, that's not a good player to me. You know.
Garland.
Oh yeah.
5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That nigga.
But what I'm saying is, Gino. What I'm saying is, Gino. Is he? What's wrong? Why they mad? They got something against him?
I ain't gonna lie.
Because how you got multiple 50-point games, multiple 40-point games, multiple 30-point games?
He should have been in the league.
I mean, maybe
He can put them numbers up in the league.
I want to see what he
These
do.
niggas is bums.
I do want to see what he do with like a 10-day contract.
These
like,
niggas
just
is
give the nigga
ass.
a shot and let him do what he do. And if the nigga can go out there and get niggas 30.
You telling me Gino not better than Tyus Jones? You telling me Gino not better than Rachi Moore? What the fuck is
I
his
don't
name?
know that nigga. They call his ass.
Rachi Moore.
They call that nigga the Japanese Jordan.
He got lucky the other day.
He did.
But y'all got anything else y'all want to say on the cam? Y'all want to get off?
Yeah, man, I'm finna drop this tape. I need y'all to stream this tape because I said so. And I love y'all. Nah, for real though, I'm finna drop this tape. I ain't dropped in a minute, and I'm finna get y'all some rock out too. And he can vouch for it. He heard most of it. That shit hard. It's some of my hardest. It's some of my hardest shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah, some of my hardest
I
shit.
only got the old shit, you know.
So
Yeah.
I got the real shit.
Alright, well, shit for me, you know, I done took like a year and a half off.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I was going through a lot of shit though.
yeah,
Feel me? Like music, that shit out the window.
you gotta get your life correct. Yeah.
I done got back on my feet now and shit like that, so I can focus on that. But I need to move to Atlanta though.
Atlanta's where it's
For real,
at.
cause like out here, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. You know, I can't even go into detail. But
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot that come with trying to
A lot of extra
focus
shit.
and get where you want to be and shit. And then I got personal situations going on. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got back on my feet. I got the ball back rolling and
Mhm.
shit. So I'm starting to expect some shit.
Okay. Shit. Hey, y'all heard it here first.